This is one of the reasons sailors do not make ring. What's going on, everybody? This is Deckplate with another video. In this video, I want to talk about the Navy record. This video is part 2 of my series of how to make G for how to make rink fast as shit. Before we go down the rabbit hole and talk all this about why it's important and how you do this and how you do that, I want to give you a story. The year is 2014. I just got my enlisted surface warfare pin. I got all my documents together. I got my, usually when you get your pin and whatnot, you get your PQS, you get a whole bunch of documents, you get your certificate. I got the cert, I got all the paperwork, PQSs and stuff like that. I didn't know that I would need to put that in my record. Something I found out later and it cost me. So I get my PQS and I talk to my LPO.
Let me talk to you!
I said, hey LPO, this PQS paperwork that I have, is it okay? Are you gonna put it in my record for me? She says, oh, it's okay, I'll do it for you, it's okay. I'm like, all right, cool. Are you sure? Oh, it's okay, yeah, it's okay. All right, cool. Fast forward, I leave the command. 2 commands later, I'm up for chief now. I check my record and I don't have any of my quals in there.
Yeah! Fire!
I should have had a basic damage control qual, at least 3M, because by the time I got my quals, I was like in I think advanced DC. I can't remember if I had that or not, but I should have already got those quals because I already got qualified. So I get to the ship and they're like, oh, you're not qualified in this, you're not qualified in that. Like I didn't even have none of my quarter deck quals, nothing. I'm looking like a buffoon.
You remind me of a jackass.
Now I'm up for chief. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, this is my first time up for chief, but I'm trying to make it first time up just like I did with a lot of my other ranks. I'm up for the chief board. I had to get my quals over because I had none of them in my record. So I had to start from the bottom. I'm a first class now. I don't even have the basic of basic qualifications because none of them in my record. They see I got the pin. They see I got all this stuff, but they're like, hey, you got to get everything over. All right, cool.
Damn!
Now it's time for me to submit my package to the board for chief. I have like some of the basic bare bones qualifications and I'm sitting there talking about trying to be chief. Right, I had like advanced DC, like a team leader. I didn't have a lot of the things that I should have. And then on top of that, I'm scrambling to get my package out to the selection board. And this is like the last day to get my package out. And the last day, about the last hour before I finally figured out like everything I want to submit, somebody looked at my package and I don't even think this person was a yeoman. I don't even think this person was my job. And they looked and said, hey, your record is messed up. You have a gap in your record for your performance. I get an admin change letter to fix my record and I submit it with my package to the board.
Hey, yo!
When it got to the board, of course, I don't know, but they probably thought, okay, here's an admin guy. He's supposed to have his record straight more than anybody. And he's submitting an admin change letter to us saying that, hey, my record is jacked up. This is what I did to fix it. As soon as my package got to the selection board, they automatically probably disapproved it, threw it out the window or something.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Because of that, I did not get selected for chief. I actually got selected for pay grade a couple of years later when my record was intact and it was really good. So before we touch on fixing a record and all that stuff, I think it's really important that you know when you're supposed to actually do it, because a lot of people, when they're trying to prepare for any rank, they start looking at their rank or their records when they're up for some promotion or some evaluation and stuff like that. That's the wrong time to do it. You got to do it out of season. So prepare your record anytime you are not up for a board, anytime you're not up for some kind of evaluation cycle or something like that. The best times to do that are maybe like once a month or something like that. I personally check my record pretty often. I mean, I'm always looking at my record because I mean, I just want to just make sure that my record is right. Best practices that I've been researching and stuff I experienced. The best time to check your record is every enlistment, it's every transfer, every quarter. Every 6 to 12 months, you should definitely be checking your record. If not, and I'm telling you, it's going to be really hard for you to advance and really get to where you need to be in your naval career. And I will say this, the higher you go, that gets much more important. I mean, you're gonna start doing boards and stuff like that, like the higher you go. You going up for evals and stuff, you wanna make sure to document the right stuff. You wanna make sure to keep the right records. That way, you're going up for evals, going up for some kind of cellar or quarter board and stuff like that, you can be able to say, hey, I did this, and here's why. Here's the paperwork right here. Here's some of the simplest rules that I know when it comes to your record. And trust me, these things will help you make rank fast. Just hear me out. One, keep a copy of everything. Every qualification, every award, every certification, every letter or document that shows that you achieved something or you was appointed something in the Navy. This next thing I think everybody should know, and that's how to update your record. This includes adding, subtracting, and modifying electronic records in your electronic service record or your OMPF record, and we'll talk more about that. Most people, if they're trying to get one of these, they're gonna pay a lot of attention to that. That's really important. To take care of your permanent record documents, right, we're gonna touch on two things. We're gonna hit the OMPF system and the NDOW system. And you can find both of those by going into Bupers Online or BOL if you've been in the Navy website. Inputs that you put in there in NDOWs, for instance, is gonna reflect on your PSR, your performance summary report. Most important out of these two is going to be your OMPF and your NDOWs. And then after that, where your electronic service record is, you got NCEPs. And in a perfect world, hear me out. In this perfect world, you have your OMPF, you have your NDOWs, and you have whatever's on NCEPs, and they all look the same. But it's not a perfect world. So sometimes it's not gonna be like that. But the most important thing is to make sure your OMPF, which is your permanent record, and your NDOWs are straight, because those things are going to be total with the PSR, and it's important. When it comes to making a correction of some sort on your record, you want to keep your request really simple, like bare bones ABC 1 2 3 simple, because that's what get things done. And hear me out, before you go and you talk to your admin office, your chief, and all these people with no real answers or no ideas how to do anything, keep in mind this: you can actually do a lot of these things by yourself. Going on NDOWs, you can upload your own records and stuff. You just gotta follow the block. Award corrections, you can do all that stuff yourself. Eval corrections, you can do those letters yourself and send it off yourself. Either one of those resources, you get more than enough information for you to quickly and efficiently fix your record and stuff. After that, it's just about you putting in the work. But if you follow these things, you'll be able to get your record squared away as quick as possible, make rank as quick as possible. Otherwise, you're not gonna make rank. I have one more story and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I have a friend, he was in the Navy for about 18 years before he encountered me. He was always trying to make the next pay grade to save his life, and he just couldn't. And one day I said, you know, I'll help you out, man. I mean, I might be able to help you out, we'll see. So I check his record, and right off the bat, I see he has like a lot of duplicates and a lot of things missing from his record. I highlighted a few things, and I say, hey, bro, these things right here, I mean, look how many duplicates and errors you have with your record. It's no wonder why you probably didn't make it. They probably see this and say like, all right, well, this guy's not ready right now. I work with my point of contacts, and they got his record cleaned in like 2 days. He couldn't believe it. He said he'd been trying to get this done for about 7 years. That deployment, like we spent the whole deployment trying to get his record together. Like every day, you know, we was just working on it. Following October, he finally made the next pay grade. He made rank. He was super happy and super excited about it. It is when he cleaned his record up that he finally got everything that he wanted to. He got the next pay grade, he got the next rank. So that's why it's really, really important. On the other side, I have a couple friends that their records are like super jacked up. They know they are, they don't care about fixing them. and they can't make rank to save their life. And every time chief results come out or something like that, or some kind of border results that really matter, they're not on the list. And they're always pretty upset about it. And it's because they don't take care of their record. I hope this information is really helpful to you guys. If it is, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you haven't already, take a look at my last video, and then also check part 1 of this if you want to find out a little bit more how to make rank fastest. What do you guys think? You think I covered everything in this video? If I did or if I didn't, drop a comment below. What stories and things like that do you want to hear about? Comment below as well and let me know what you guys think. If these videos are helpful, if you enjoy the content that I make, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for helping me stay motivated. It's hard to make these videos, but you know what? I love what I do. For further entries, this page, Tony Tone, out.